Madam Prosecutor,
Yes.
we're here for the 8:30 docket. We're just waiting for somebody to show up. We'll start bringing people in as soon as we see defense counsel, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then she finally wakes up and starts.
Good morning, Detective Garrison. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. We've got the defendant here. You're here on Quiles.
Yes.
Okay. Defendant is here. We're just waiting for the attorney to show up. So I'm just going to leave you where you are. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
What you got going, Dale?
We'll do it. We'll put it on speaker.
Go on.
Hi, the person with Jane Naughty. Can you hear me? The person that's named Jane Naughty. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hi, what case are you here on, please?
I wanted to watch the one on Raymond Bailey.
You can go, it's live on YouTube right now. If you go to YouTube, you can watch it.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
That's okay, no problem.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Hi, Joan. Good morning. It's Mary Ann. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I like this new weather.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a heat wave. I'll take it.
I take it any day. Last week was depressing.
It was. Yeah.
Miriam, where's your smiling face?
Hey, Jonathan. It's so good to see you.
How are you? Happy and healthy. I hope all is good.
Yeah, same with you. How's your family? Okay?
They're good. Wife's in Florida with daughter, so she's happy. Kids doing, everyone's great. I hope same by you.
Oh, great, great. Your defendant is here. And do you need to talk?
Yeah, I don't know if I have Darian or Rima or whomever, but
It's me.
I
You have
did-
Mr. Miles, correct?
yeah, I get Miles. Yeah.
Yep, it's me.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Living the COVID dream, right? I tell you that every time I see you, right?
Yes, every time.
So I don't have Discovery, which I'm sure you'll
You guys,
email me.
should I put you in a breakout room?
Sure, Mary.
Yeah, thanks, Maria. We'll only be like a minute. Thanks.
Good morning. This is Sharon Woodside. Am I in the correct courtroom for Judge Martin?
Yes, Sharon, good morning. Yes, you are.
Okay.
And Joan, there you are. You're here. Do you just have,
I just have one, Michael Stone this morning.
okay, all right, thank you.
Thanks.
Jane, are you ready to go into a breakout room? Tara, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, Jane wants to go in a breakout room with you for a second.
Okay.
I know it's unusual. I have a question about a case I have next week.
Sure.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning, Sharon.
I'm driving, so I'm hoping that I'll be done before by the time I get to where I'm trying to get to. Oh my goodness. These people.
All right, Miriam, we're ready on that one.
You ready on Miles?
Oh, hi, Judge. I didn't see you come in.
No, I was here waiting. I've been here since 8:30 waiting for you all to show up.
All right. The shame is well deserved. I will let the record reflect I did not log in until 8:37. I am at
I'm just giving you a hard time. I know people don't understand that 8:30 to
I'm
me.
loving the attention.
No, you're fine.
All right.
I understand, Judge. I'm ready on my client.
I don't see your client, Ms. Woodside. I know you're here. I see you, and I'm just waiting for the jail to call with Mr. Bailey. I know. I have somebody looking into it right now. This is 210100FY, State of Michigan versus Wade Riley Miles. This matter is scheduled for PCC this morning.
Go ahead,
Good morning,
Darren.
Your Honor, Darian Fortier on behalf of the people, P83359.
Good morning to you and your incredible staff, as well as Sister Counsel. I'm Jonathan Jones, 52920. I appear on behalf of with Mr. Miles. Your Honor, what we're asking to do here is extend the PCC for a couple of weeks. My Sister Counsel is signing my name to the protective order that she's going to submit, and then she's going to send us the discovery to thoroughly review and understand what we're doing here. My client understands he has a right to have his exam within 21 days of his arraignment, but we're going to voluntarily waive that because obviously he's more concerned about his lawyer being prepared and understanding what we have and what we need to do.
That is a
So
correct.
we're asking for the 10th in the morning, Your Honor.
The 10th in the morning, 8:50,
That's
is
perfect.
that a good time?
Great.
For the people.
PCC is adjourned to March 10th, 2021 at 8:50 a.m. with Judge Oakley.
Oh, so we get a new Zoom number.
Correct, you'll get a new Zoom number.
We confuse very easily with Zoom, so we have to be careful.
If you show up in the wrong place, trust me, the staff will get you to the right Zoom number.
Right. Heather will grab me by the ear and drag me to the appropriate place.
Mr. Miles' existing bond with any conditions will continue. Anything else, Ms. Fortier?
No, Judge Marianne, may I send this order to you to get the judge to sign?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Everyone stay safe. It's great to see you all. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
We're all
Wait, I'll
set.
be in touch after I get the paperwork.
Thank
All right.
you. Have a good
Thanks for
day.
your time.
I see that Heather's logged on. Hopefully she'll look into the jail issue. We can find Mr. Bailey and get going on that.
Our 1 o'clock exam is not a jailer, is it?
He's posted.
Oh.
I'm looking for Miss Longstreet or somebody from, okay, jail won't be available until around 9-ish is the response I have, Miss Woodside. So if you want to get to wherever your destination is, call
I
Mr.
am.
Bailey's cases. You made it? Okay, we'll get to him as soon as we can.
Good morning, Judge. I might be a little detained because I actually have a docket. I'm on my way to the city of Detroit for parking. I actually hear the parking matters for the city of Detroit.
Understood. If you
I got
pop
a
back,
docket
if
this
you
morning.
just check back with us from time to time, or when your video's live, even if you're muted, and when I see you, if the jail's available, we'll call his case.
Okay, I
Okay.
hopefully will be there shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm looking for Ms. Longstreet or someone else from NDS.
Judge, this is Joan Morgan. I can text her and I am from NDS.
Thank you, Ms. Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
He has our 840 case, and then I'm not sure the 850 case.
Are they PCCs?
Everything's
Yes.
PCC this morning.
Okay, well, if she can't get on, I'll cover for her, but let me try to reach her for just a quick minute.
Is
Thank you.
Daniel, is the DV prosecutor, Darian Fortier on?
Yes, Jane, I'm here.
Hi, Darian.
Hi. Did you find the Michael Stone file?
Oh, let me look for that right now.
Thank you.
Ms. Longstreet, okay.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, ma'am. Do you need to speak to your
Yes.
client or to the prosecutor?
Yes, I have it, Darian.
No, I've spoken with him.
If the parties are ready,
I'm ready on Quiles, Judge. And Jane, if you could just drop that off or have somebody bring it to me and stick it on my desk, that would be great.
Okay, I'm down there Friday.
Okay, perfect, because Michael Stone is mine.
I know. I didn't realize that afterwards.
Thank you.
this is 201713 FY State of Michigan versus Kwan Wiles.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darian Fortier on behalf of the people.
And Christine Longstreet appearing on behalf of Mr. Q. Ellis.
Q Ellis, thank you.
Yeah.
Q. Ellis, yes.
Good morning. Judge, the prosecutor did present us with an offer. I did discuss that with Mr. Q. Ellis. However, he would like to proceed to preliminary exam in this case.
Are you looking for a live exam or a Zoom exam?
An in-person exam, Your Honor.
A Zoom exam, please.
Oh, you want a Zoom exam, Mr. Q. Ellis?
Yes, it's a lot more comfortable.
Okay. I had a conversation.
I'm
but-
sorry, Ms. Fortier.
Judge, I just said if they want a Zoom exam, the people have no objection.
If you want a Zoom exam, we have a little bit more flexibility in our scheduling.
That sounds very well, actually.
A Zoom exam, we can fit in some of anywhere. So let's look at, March 10th.
What time, Your Honor?
My schedule is open. If you can agree on a time.
Judge, I will be with, is that your PCC date?
Oh, no, that's Judge Oakley's PCC date. What about the 19th of March? That's a Friday.
That'll work. What time, Judge?
Good for me if we did sometime in the morning.
You want to do 9 o'clock on the 19th?
That's good for the people.
Okay, that works. 9 o'clock on March 19th.
Video exam and QLS
Yes, ma'am.
201713. Zoom exam on 3/19/2021 at 9 a.m.
March 19th. Copy. 9 a.m. Friday. Yes, ma'am. Copy that.
Anything else for the people?
I would just indicate for the record that the offer in this case was made by Trish Gerard. If you are wanting some sort of negotiation, I'd just email her directly.
Okay. Thank
Anything
you.
else for Ms. Longstreet for Mr. QLS?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay.
The attorney for Lily Hurd. It just says NDS. It doesn't say a specific attorney's name.
I'm bringing Mr. Noakes. He's from NDS. Maybe he has this case. I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. Bring him in because he has the one after it. Good morning, Mr. Noakes.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Are you here by chance for Ms. Hurd?
Yes, I am. Let me give you I'm here for Miss Hurd. I'm also here at the same time for George Arnaz Lewis, who I think may be out of custody now. I'm also your House counsel today. And then I have a Mr. Moss at 10:30. I believe he's in MDOC custody.
Yes.
So that's what I'm here for.
Okay. As for Ms. Hurd, do you need to speak to her or do you need to speak to the
Yes.
prosecutor before we proceed?
I'd like to speak with Ms. Hurd first, if I may.
Ms. Hurd has been in our waiting room. Marianne will put you into a breakout room. Ms. Hurd is joining us right now.
Thank you so much.
Do you have discovery, Mr. Noakes?
Yes, I do have discovery.
Okay, thank you.
Will you need to speak to Mr. Lewis as well?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Hello.
Ms. Hurd?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. My name is Noakes. I'm the attorney appointed to represent you. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Okay, hang on a second.
Ms. Hurd, you're going to receive an invitation to go into a breakout room to meet with Mr. Noakes, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Give us just one moment.
They don't want me to join the breakout room, do they?
No, I doubt that.
It says join on here. And I'm like,
Miss Morgan?
Yes.
I don't see your client in our waiting room or in our courtroom as of yet, but he will be up at 9 o'clock if you want to reach out to him. It's still
Yeah,
just shy of 9, but
I've actually already spoken with him, and then when I saw that you were available, I texted him to get on Zoom now, so I'll try calling him one more time.
no, it is, if you've already been in contact with him this morning and he's queued up for 9 o'clock, that's fine. Just because we have a little lull in the action.
Right. Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
you're welcome.
What happened?
You're back in
Hello?
the court.
Oh, I was still talking. I didn't know.
They only allow you in the breakout room so long.
Okay.
Ms. Gillis, what are you planning on doing with this case involving Ms. Heard?
Well,
You
home
need to go into
invasion
a
first.
breakout room. Or are you ready to proceed?
I'm ready to proceed. He's just got to tell me, does he want an exam or does he want to?
We're planning on holding the exam, so we're ready to proceed.
Okay. Perfect.
This is 201640 FY, State of Michigan versus Lily Lee Heard.
Jane Gillis on
Appearances-
behalf of the people.
May it please this honorable court, William Noakes, P42796 of the Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, on behalf of Miss Lily Heard. Ms. Heard is present via Zoom and consents to this hearing via Zoom.
This matter is scheduled for PCC this morning. What is the party's intention?
Your Honor, we're requesting an in-person exam.
And that's fine with the people. My only question to the court is, the co-defendant, Kevin Joseph Bonham, has he been arraigned? And, you know, if we're going to do the exam, if he can, I'd like to do both defendants at the same time.
You spell the last name of the co-defendant?
It's Kevin Bonham, B-O-N-A-M.
Heather's on. No, he has not been arraigned yet.
So he just has a warrant out. I mean, I can, if we put it out a little ways, I can see if we can get him here.
Yes, I would prefer, Your Honor, if we held the exam for both defendants the same day, same time.
I mean, I can't guarantee I get him, but I can have the OIC look into.
So then, Mr. Noakes, my question becomes, do you really want an exam date or do you want an adjourned PCC?
Well, in that instance, I would request an adjourned PCC until we determine whether they've managed to find and arraign the co-defendant.
Great.
So how far do the parties want the PCC adjourned out?
I'd say 30 days. Whatever's when are you up, like in about 3-4 weeks?
There's somebody every Wednesday. It doesn't necessarily have to be me. If 4 weeks out, we'll have you on March 24th with Judge Green.
It's fine.
That would work just fine, Your Honor.
So the PCC will be adjourned to March 24th, 2021 at 8:50 a.m. with Judge Green.
Ms. Heard, is she still on or is she in the waiting room now?
He's still on. I was going to say that her bond conditions continue. Mr. Noakes, I'm sorry, you're saying something to your client?
Yeah, I just wanted to let her know that I will call her this afternoon.
Anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Noakes, as relates to Ms. Heard?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Mr. Noakes, you have Mr. Lewis, who is here. Do you need to speak to him?
Yes, please.
He's being admitted right now to the main room. As soon as he connects, Marianne will move you and Mr. Lewis into a breakout room.
Thank you.
Welcome. And then we'll see if we have someone here unidentified in the waiting room. If it's, see who this person is. Sir that just connected in the gray shirt, your name, please.
Michael Stone.
Mr. Stone, your attorney is here. Ms. Morgan, do you need to speak to Mr. Stone?
No, we're all set, Judge.
This is 210028FY, State of Michigan versus Michael Stone. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darian Fortier on behalf of the people.
And may it please the court, I'm Joan Morgan for Mr. Stone, who's present with us via Zoom.
This matter was scheduled for PCC this morning. What do the parties wish to do?
Judge, we're requesting an in-person exam.
In-person exam. We have space available. On April the 19th, if the parties are available.
Judge, I'm not available that week or half of the next week.
Our next,
I'll be in a training, I'm sorry.
that's okay. Our next live exam date after that is June 7th. That doesn't seem possible. Oh. It is June 7th.
I really hate to say this, but I'm out that week. I'm so sorry.
No worries. July 12th?
Judge, that date is good for the people. However, I will note that's very close to my due date. So there's a potential it will be a different prosecuting attorney.
My response is congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I just received a note from Heather that Ms. Fortier is actually here on May 11th, if that helps the parties.
Okay.
I am.
May 11th is fine with me.
That date is good, except I didn't know I was already there. So if Heather could just send me a message of why I'm already there, that would be great.
Well, Heather's note to me is just that you're here
That's
on the domestic on May 11th.
Yeah, the misdemeanor day is that day. Okay, she just sent me that. I was making sure I didn't have some exam on that day that I didn't know of.
So if you already have a morning docket, we should probably put the exam. Oh, you know what? Because the live dates are so few and far between, let's make sure that no one else already has something scheduled on May 11th. I don't see anything else scheduled on May 11th, and I'm saying that because I'm sure Heather's also checking. If there's no other live exam on May 11th, Mr. Stone, you can have that scheduled at 1 p.m.
That's fine with me.
Good for the people.
And Judge, that will be with you, right?
That will be with me.
Great, okay.
In-person
Yep.
exam on May 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m. Mr. Stone's bond continues in the interim. Again, because these dates are so few and far between, if the parties are able to resolve before then, please let us know. Anything else for the people?
Nothing for the people, Judge.
Anything else for Mr. Stone?
Well, thank you.
We're all set in this matter. Thank you very much. I will see you for the exam on May the 11th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Noakes is back with Mr. Lewis. Your client's still trying to reconnect, Mr. Noakes. Do you need to speak to the prosecutor or will you be ready when your client connects?
Well, I'd like to talk to my client because the number I had for him is out of service. So
Okay.
I've not had a chance to speak with him.
It looks like he's having trouble connecting his audio. He might need to start that process again, be removed and try to reconnect. I'm not sure.
Judge, do you see that Detroit is on?
I see that they're on now and we'll see if Ms. Woodside's available or if she's doing her other docket.
No, Judge, I see you. I'm ready.
Okay.
Judge, is there any way that we could do me after Miss Woodside? I have an exam at 36 at 10 that I have to leave and go down to. This is Stephanie Farkas.
Ms. Farkas, I just pulled you in because I see Mr. Dixon. Are you ready to proceed or do you need to speak to your client?
No, I'm ready, Judge.
I can wait.
Thank you, Miss Woodside.
Thank you.
Dixon?
For Dixon, yes.
That's not mine.
Dixon is Ms. Fortier.
Yes, James Dixon.
I see you, Mr. Dixon. Hold for one moment, please. Mrs. Fortier? Just waiting for the people on the case of James Dixon Jr.
That's Darian's case.
I've called her name and she's black and she's muted. Her video's not on, I should say.
Let me text her.
Thank you.
Judge, is it okay if I bring Lewis in so he can speak with his?
Yes, please, if he's able to connect.
Okay.
And you can move he into a breakout room with Mr. Noakes.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Lewis. They're going to put us in a breakout room so you and I can speak.
Yes, sir.
Judge, depending on what's going on with Mr. Dixon today, I can stand in for Darian. I'm somewhat familiar with Mr. Dixon from Circuit Court.
I was just gonna ask to set the exam, Judge, so.
So I'll call the case of 210047, State of Michigan versus James Dixon Jr. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tara Hindelang, P78685, on behalf of the people, standing in for the Assistant Prosecuting Attorney of Record, Ms. Darian Fortier.
And good morning, Neighborhood Defender Service by Stephanie Farkas, P74227, appearing on behalf of Mr. Dixon, who's present via Zoom. Mr. Dixon, please state your name for the record.
Hold on one second.
James Dixon.
Judge, I'm actually on the phone with my supervisor regarding this case right now, if I may have maybe a couple more minutes.
Thank you. We'll pass the matter. Ms. Farkas, I know you said you had an exam scheduled at what time?
At 10, so I have to get out of my house here pretty soon. And I try to avoid being on Zoom when I'm driving.
I understand. I just don't want to launch into another matter if it's going to be more than a few minutes with Ms. Fortier. So if you would hang for just a couple of minutes.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
Ms. Woodside, do you need to speak to the prosecutor as relates to Mr. Bailey?
Okay, Judge, I'm back if you're ready. I'm sorry.
We're still on with James Dixon.
Darian Fortier on behalf of the people, Judge. There was some new information provided to me by the defense attorney, and at this point, the people would ask for a couple-week adjournment, one more adjournment of the PCC, just so I can confirm and I can discuss with my supervisor where we're going from there.
We have no objection with that, Judge. I did have a conversation with Ms. Fortier a couple days ago.
A couple of weeks is 1, 2, 3, 4. You tell me.
3 weeks.
3 weeks puts us at March the 17th.
That's fine for the people.
If I could have 1 moment. That works, Judge.
March the 17th, 2021 at 8:50 a.m. with Judge Oakley.
Thank you, Judge.
Bond continues for Mr. Dixon with any conditions. Anything else from the people?
Nothing from the people. Ms. Farkas, I'll be in touch after I figure it out.
Anything else on behalf of Mr. Dixon?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
That concludes my matters. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too, ma'am. Ms. Woodside, are you still with us? Thank you.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
This is 201447 FY State of Michigan versus Raymond Lee Bailey. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tara Hindelang, P78685 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Sharon Clark Woodside appearing on behalf of Mr. Bailey. Good morning, Mr. Bailey. I'm wondering, can he hear us, Judge?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, there you go.
We were last here on January 20th, 2021. Have the parties had an opportunity to speak?
We have, Judge.
And what are we doing this morning?
Judge, we're waiting on an independent evaluation. I know that Mr. Bailey has been interviewed by Dr. Miller, but Judge, it's going to take a few weeks at least to get his report. He usually requires 4 to 6 weeks, just like the forensic center, because he's kind of swamped as well.
Are we putting over for another 4 weeks, or are we putting over for 6 weeks?
Judge, I would actually ask that we, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tara.
Judge, I would actually ask that we set an exam date. As this court knows, a question of criminal responsibility would be a question of fact to be determined by a trier of fact anyway. I think if we set the exam date, even with enough time after a couple of weeks to allow for the report to be concluded, if that's something that the defense wants to bring up at exam, then they would be able to, and at least we would have a date certain to begin to move forward.
Ms. Woodside, your response?
Yeah, Ms. Henderling and I did discuss it, so we might as well get an exam date.
Okay.
But I need at least, give me at least 6 weeks out, Judge.
How many
Actually,
witnesses do the people anticipate?
Judge, I'm gonna say 8. It might be less than that.
And for the defense?
We won't be calling witnesses, John.
Okay. Our live exam date potentially, I'm looking at April 19th. Mary Ann, do you see anything else?
Yes, 9 o'clock.
Oh, April.
There's something scheduled that day?
Yes, ma'am.
What day are we on?
April 19th. Oh, April the 26th.
That's a good date for the people.
That's open.
That's
I
open.
can make that work, Judge.
April the 26th. Live exam. At 9 a.m. Waiting to see if Heather weighs in. No. So live exam for Mr. Bailey, April 26, 2021 at 9 a.m. That will be here at 34th District Court with me. Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, thank you.
Anything else?
Well, I'd like to talk to Mr. Bailey for a few minutes in the breakout room.
Marianne will put you in the breakout room.
Thank
you,
you.
Ms. Woodside.
Have a great day, all. Stay safe.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Prosecutor, for letting the other case go ahead of you.
Anytime.
I saw Mr. Noakes back for a moment. I'm not sure if Mr. Lewis ever was able to connect. Sydney Samuels, Mr. Abramson. Good morning, Mr. Abramson.
Good morning.
Sir, do you need to speak to your client or the prosecutor before we proceed this morning?
No, Your Honor, we've spoken.
This is case 210062 FY, State of Michigan versus Sydney Samuels. Your appearances, please.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Brian Abramson on behalf of Sydney Samuels, who's appearing by Zoom.
Your client had not previously been arraigned in this matter.
That's right, Your Honor. For arraignment purposes, we would stand mute and waive formal reading.
Defendant stands mute, waives formal reading. Matter was also scheduled for PCC this morning. Before we get to that, there was an order for fingerprints that I'm signing. Ms. Samuels will need to go to the Romulus Police Department and have her fingerprints taken. As to the issue of bond in this matter,
May I address that?
please.
Your Honor, she's 24 years old, has no prior criminal history of any kind. She's living in Taylor, has lived there her entire life. I am respectfully requesting a personal bond.
Any comment from the people?
Well, he is correct. It does look like she has no prior record that I can see in our file, and it is a paper case. So I have no objection to a personal bond, considering that she showed up today when she hasn't even been fingerprinted, but part of the bond will be that she has to show up at the Romulus Police Department within 24 hours, I think, to be fingerprinted.
Samuel's bond is going to be set at 10,000 personal. The fingerprint order has been processed. The matter was also scheduled for PCC this morning.
Your Honor, I'm awaiting some discovery. I'm simply asking for an adjournment. My client waives her rights under the preliminary exam statute in order for us to obtain some discovery.
That's fine. I need your email.
B is in Brian, F is in Frederick, Abramson, ABRAMSON @comcast.net.
How long of an adjournment?
Well, it depends on when I can get the discovery, Your Honor.
I'm going to be having it sent right now. That's, there is a backup APA and she's going to
Thank you.
send.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, Mr. Abramson?
How about 3 weeks, Your Honor?
3 weeks puts us on March the 17th. PCC will be adjourned to March the 17th, 2021 at 8:50 a.m. with Judge Oakley.
I'm sorry, with Judge who?
Oakley.
Okay.
Judge, may I ask somebody to contact the jail, because my client can't hear me. He can hear me, but I can't hear him. So something's going on at the jail.
Ms. Woodside, Heather's on the line. I'll see if she's able to facilitate that, but I'm in the middle of another matter. I appreciate your issue and I'll have somebody work on it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I understand the frustration. No worries.
Thank you. Let's see. Join that.
March the 17th, 2021 at 8:50 a.m. with Judge Oakley. Was there anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing. I just, Mr. As far as Sydney Samuels, no, there isn't. But Mr. Abramson, you can, I mean, if you call me and want to know the parameters of diversion or something like that, let
Sure.
me know or
I
whatever.
greatly appreciate that. I will be in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Thank you,
Ms.
Your Honor.
Woodside, Heather is reaching out to the jail. We're all set for Ms. Samuels. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Noakes,
Yes,
I
Your Honor.
don't see that Mr. Lewis reappeared. Am I missing him?
He may still be in the breakout room.
Oops.
Thank you.
From the doctor. I can't hear you now.
Did he just go into a breakout room?
Well, I keep getting a sign that says join breakout room 3.
No, Mr. Noakes, nope. I want you to stay here with me.
Yes.
Ms. Woodside,
I keep getting kicked. I'm getting kicked out.
okay. She's moving. Mr. Noakes, were you ready to proceed with Mr. Lewis?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is 201408 FY, State of Michigan versus George Arnez Lewis. Your
Jane
appearances,
Gillis.
please.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
May it please this honorable court, William Noakes, P42796 of the Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, on behalf of Mr. George Arnez Lewis, who is present via Zoom. He consents to this hearing via Zoom.
Thank you, Mr. Noakes. This matter was scheduled for ECC. What are we doing this morning?
Your Honor, Mr. Lewis may be eligible for HIDA. He's 20 years old, but at this point, until I've determined that to be the case based on his previous history, I'm going to request the preliminary exam.
He is eligible for HIDA, so.
Mr. Noakes, does that change your posture?
Well, I still have to do a little investigating to make sure, Your Honor. So
Okay.
I'd rather schedule the hearing and call it off if he does become entitled to HIDA.
Is this a live exam or is this a video exam?
Live exam, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Noakes, my only issue is that, as you've heard me say this morning, our live exam dates are few and far between. Our next available will be on May the 26th at 1:30, I believe. Mary Ann's double checking right now.
You already have a live exam at 1 and 2 o'clock.
They're with Jane. I don't know how long they anticipate for the exam.
This will probably be a quick one, and I know he's eligible for HIDA.
So we are going to set the live exam. If Mr. Noakes, if your calendar allows for May the 26th at 1:30.
Your Honor, my calendar allows for your calendar. I will be there.
See, those are famous last words. May the 26th, 2021 at 1:30 p.m. unless the parties resolve sooner. We will see you back on that day in person with me. Mr. Lewis's bond with any conditions will continue in the interim. Anything else, Ms. Gillis, as relates to Mr. Lewis?
No.
Anything else, Mr. Noakes, as relates to Mr. Lewis?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Lewis, thank you so much for your continuing efforts to connect this morning. Truly appreciate it. We're all set with your matter. I'll see you back on May the 26th.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And
Ms.
Judge,
Woodside, did you ever get back with your client?
No, ma'am.
I'm going to try this again.
I don't see the jail still here?
The jail is in the breakout room, and Miss Woodside, if you could join breakout room 4, they're in there waiting for you.
Okay, I'm waiting on, I don't see the button for me to join.
Okay, let me try it again.
Go to the bottom,
Yep,
Sharon.
I'm looking.
At the, where it says breakout rooms, those 4 squares, press that.
Yeah, I don't have the 4 squares yet. I just see all of your lovely faces and nothing to.
I'm going to try
What
this
happened
again.
with Mr. McKee?
Okay, I see my client now, but I'm waiting on the box, the button to tap. Here we go.
Good morning. Oh. Good morning, Ms. Williams.
Good morning.
Do you need to speak to your client this morning?
I've already talked to him. We're waiting for a gun board response.
Let me call 201-634 State of Michigan versus Berry.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gail Fort Williams on behalf of Mr. Berry, who is present.
This is an adjourned PCC. As of January 27, 2021, the parties were still waiting on the gun board. Ms. Williams, before I called the case this morning, indicated that they are still waiting for the gun board.
Yes, Your Honor, the gun board representatives indicated to me that they're really behind and they hope to have something soon.
What soon?
I have no idea.
I only asked so we can get some idea of how far out to adjourn this matter again.
Yes.
We can do another 4 weeks if the parties, or if there's a shorter period.
I'll let the court know.
Ms. Gillis?
That's fine. I'm sending an email to the supports pit, like the secretary of all the gun board people, and with strong words.
Uh-oh. Strong words. We're gonna adjourn the PCC out to March the 24th, 2021 at 9 a.m. with Judge Green. I made an indication in the file that you're still waiting for the gun board.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that date. I was typing. What
I'm
is it?
sorry, March the 24th, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Your Honor,
PCC.
possible,
PCC.
I'm sorry. Would it be possible to do the 23rd or is the,
We're Wednesdays only for PCC.
oh, that's right. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Barry's bond will continue. Anything else as relates to Mr. Barry, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you. for
Ms.
your
Williams,
patience.
anything else?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
We'll see you on the 24th. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right.
I see the next file, but I don't see the attorney, Mr. Tuttles.
Is that for McEwen?
That's for Bibbs. McEwen, I have not seen, although Mr. Noakes is here. He might want to reach out to his client from the 850 docket. Jason McEwen.
Oh, Bibbs is the co-defendant, right? I think Tuttle's is the same situation as Miss Williams. It's just gonna end
If
up
he
being-
comes on, as soon as he gets here, I'll pull his client in and we can have that discussion.
Okay.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Mr. Bailey, you're back in the main courtroom. If your attorney's still here, we'll get you reconnected with her.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We're just waiting for either Mr. McCune to show up with Mr. Noakes or Attorney Tuttles to show up with Mr. Bibbs.
Sorry, Judge.
That's okay. Ms. Gillis, whoever shows up next, we're here. I'm just gonna turn the video off for just a second.
Welcome to hell.
Sharon, did you get the invitation to go back into the breakout room?
Who are these people?
Me, Cause they.
I always had a means number right
they
here.
Do the city.
Sharon, are you all set?
Yes, ma'am, I'm leaving you.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm. You need to.
Is that Babby? Just could they vacuum in a different time? Huh? Could they vacuum in a different time? Well, right now I don't have a case up, but I think it's. Yeah.
Never been. Is a case.
Mr. Tuttles?
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
I can hear you, sir. I can't see you.
Okay.
You should be able to see me. My video, audio and video are both on.
Oh, you just popped up, sir. Thank you. Your client is here. Do you need to speak to him this morning? Or are you ready to proceed?
I'm ready to proceed because I'm asking for it. Because we still don't have discovery. So
Mr. Tuttles, if you wait 1 second, the prosecutor is here and I am going to call the case of 20. Hold on 1 second. Ms. Gillis? Good morning.
Morning.
201635, State of Michigan versus bids. Your appearances, please.
Gillis on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this Honorable Court Antonio D. Tuttles on behalf of my client, that is Mr. Toriano Bibbs, who is physically not present in court at this time. I do ask the court to waive his physical presence. However, Mr. Bibbs, I understand, is present via Zoom. Is that accurate? Mr. Bibbs, can you raise your hand and state your name for the record, please?
Toriano Bibbs.
Okay. All right. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for PCC. My clerk has advised me that we don't have the discovery yet, so we're asking for an adjourned date so we can secure discovery.
Okay.
I will adjourn the PCC out, but I'm sure Ms. Gillis would want to confirm that she has your correct email address to provide you with discovery.
I can give it to her if she doesn't have it. I can give it to her. I believe
I'll
she
take
does,
your
but-
email address. What's your email address?
Are you ready?
Yes.
ADT, Antonio Douglas, ADT Law Office.
A like apple. What's the middle initial? D like dog?
Yeah.
Not close enough to your
D
mic.
like David.
D, okay. A like apple, D like David, Tuttles.
No, just T, not Tuttles, not whole word Tuttles. ADT.
Okay. ADT.
Law Office.
Uh-huh.
1509.
1509.
Yahoo. We have 1509 at Yahoo.
Okay, Mr. Tuttles, didn't you, we've been here. Are you waiting on the gun board too? Did you write a letter to the gun board on this case?
I don't think so. I'd have to ask my clerk.
Because the code counsel, Gail Fort Williams, wrote a letter to the gun board.
Okay. All right.
And we
I will
discussed
write
it
a letter
last
to
time
the
you were
gun
here.
board.
Okay.
Okay. If we didn't, I get a letter out to the gun board by Monday.
Okay.
I'm on vacation. I start vacation tomorrow, so I'll be by Wednesday.
Okay. Okay.
So this matter is going to be adjourned.
Yeah, we should do the same date as
yeah.
the other defendant.
I was looking back to see what that date was. That was, we just adjourned that over to March the 24th at 9 a.m.
Yes.
You said,
Tuttles, would you
March
check your calendar to
24th?
confirm that you're available March 24th at 9 a.m.?
No, Your Honor, not it. I have a number of matters already scheduled for that day.
You were breaking up because you were moving.
Can
You say
we
you're
do
not
this-
available on the
can we do this
24th because,
I have a number of matters already scheduled for that date.
See, this is
Can
a
we do the
problem when it's a
25th,
two-defendant
Your Honor?
case.
Mr. Tuttles, the last thing you said, would you please repeat
I
it?
could be available. I apologize. I'll be available via Zoom.
We are doing these by Zoom, so if you're available on March the 24th at 9 a.m.,
Yes.
March
I'll
24th,
make myself available.
2021 at 9 a.m., you will be with Judge Green. I'll indicate that you're submitting a letter to the gun board. Mr. Bibbs' bond with any conditions will continue in the interim. Ms. Gillis, anything else as relates to Mr. Bibbs?
Nope.
Mr. Tuttles, anything else as relates to your client?
No, Your Honor.
We're all set. Have a good day. Thank you.
Like,
Mr. Noakes, were you able to make contact with your client?
Your Honor, I don't have a McCune listed as a client.
Well, are you House Counsel, Mr. Noakes?
Yes.
It
So if
says,
you could just- Go ahead, please.
it says Neighborhood Defender's Office. That's all it says. So,
I will have Heather look into it. This is case 210058. I note that Mr. Bowditch was here for the arraignment. But we do have the defendant's attorney listed as NDS, so I'm not sure.
Well, I would be prepared to stand in for whomever is the attorney. If I can get information on Mr. McCune, because I don't have a phone number or anything else.
Okay. He's not here is the bigger issue. The defendant's not here.
oops.
So what I can do, I'm looking in the file and I just received confirmation from Heather that Renee Wilson says that Mr. Noakes is the attorney. So that
Okay.
must mean something. I'm not sure.
I'm sure it does,
Okay.
because Renee would know. Can you give me his full name? Because it's not listed.
First name is
Okay.
Jason, Jason. Last name is McCuan.
All
Would you
right.
like discovery?
Yes, please.
Okay. What's your email again? What's those emails?
WNOAKES@ndsdetroit.org.
Mr. Noakes, if you would check your chat box, full name and information is there for you. I don't keep us to the end of the docket, which we are rapidly approaching.
I see the number. I'll give that number a call, Your Honor.
And your Mr. Moss is at 10:30.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just waiting for our 9:50. It appears that the defendant is here in our waiting room. We're just waiting for the retained attorney to appear. So Ms. Gillis, as soon as I see Mr. Nasser or someone from his office, I'll call the matter.
Okay.
Thank you.
More Jane.
Hey.
Mr. Notes,
Yes, Your Honor.
you're back.
Mr. McEwen should be zooming in shortly.
There is someone in our waiting room with an unusual name, and I'm guessing that the name is not, it might just be the name of the phone. Sir with the mustache, your name, please. No, not the lady laying in the bed.
You early as hell. Ready to start plotting. Yours is at 12.
But you gotta get on that bitch 15, 20 minutes before.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Michi?
Oh, shit. Let me see. You check it coming back on.
No. I did too. Someone just joined the courtroom as Michi. I need you to identify yourself, please.
Name under that phone.
Oh, it's Richard Butler, but he actually early. He's supposed to have but I think it's at 12:30.
12.
At 12:10, and I told him he was early.
Whoever, thank you, Mr. Butler. Your case is actually at 12:10. You're 2 hours early, so I would suggest that you log off and resume closer to 12:10, okay?
Okay.
Thank you much. Have a good day. Mr. Noakes, any luck in reaching your client?
Yes, I spoke with him and gave him the Zoom number, and he said he would Zoom in.
You did tell me that. I got distracted by this other matter.
Oh, that's okay. There's some things that are just plain distracting, especially when you said not the woman in the bed.
I am cognizant of the fact that we're running live on YouTube, and I don't know that people understand that when they log on unprepared with their videos, that more people than they anticipated might see them in their state of dress or undress, as the case may be. We are still waiting for Mr. Nasser with the 950, Ms. Gillis. I see his client in the waiting room. I'm not sure if we need to reach out to him.
I'm texting him right now.
Thank you. It's not my habit. And then Mr. Noakes for your 10:30. Okay.
I'm gonna run something down to Heather real quick.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm here waiting for the attorney for Mr. Stubbs.
Good morning, Jane. How you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Nasser.
There he is.
Good morning, Judge. How are you? I apologize.
I am wonderful. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Judge. I apologize about the delay.
Do you need to speak to your client or are you ready to proceed?
We are ready to proceed, Judge.
This is 201621, State of Michigan versus Willie Timothy Stubbs. Your appearances, please.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. May it please this most honorable court. Mohammed Nasser, P74485, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Willie Stubbs, who also appears via Zoom. Mr. Stubbs, identify yourself for the record. Hello, Mr. Stubbs.
Willie Stubbs.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, this is a date and time set for our probable cause conference. We have received the paper discovery. The discovery does make mention of some audio, specifically an interview audio and the like, We have requested that through the Michigan State Police. We have not received that yet. In light of that, Judge, I'd like to set a new probable cause conference in order to retrieve all the discovery in order to make an informed decision about the exam.
How long do you need, Mr. Nasser?
Judge, I'm going through the Michigan State Police. I would ask for an additional 2 weeks. That should be sufficient. So I'd ask for a PCC within 2 to 4 weeks if this court would allow.
So between that would be 3 weeks on March the 17th
Perfect.
at 9:10 a.m.
Yes, Judge.
PCC will be adjourned to March 17th, 2021 at 9:10 a.m. That will be with Judge Oakley.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Stubbs' bond will be continued with any conditions. Anything else as relates to Mr. Stubbs, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Nasser?
Nothing further, Judge. Please and thank you.
Thank you. We're all set. Have a good day. We'll see you back on March the 17th.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, sir. Thank you. Ms. Gillis, we'll take a short break. The next case is scheduled at 10:30. I haven't seen Mr. Noakes' client reappear in the breakout room, in the waiting room. That'll give him a little time to reach out to his client again.
Local sheriff's department will write for the police department. And not only that,
Mr. Noakes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your client is here. Do you want me to put you into a breakout room?
No, we've talked. We're ready to proceed.
I was just looking for the file. This is 210058FD, State of Michigan versus Jason McCune.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
May it please this honorable court, William Noakes, P 42796 of the Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, on behalf of Mr. Jason McEwen, who is present via Zoom. Mr. McEwen, please tell the court your name. You'll need to unmute your phone.
I just did. Good morning, Your Honor. I am Jason McEwen.
Good morning. This matter was scheduled for PCC. Have the parties had an opportunity to speak?
Yes, Your Honor.
What
And
are we
we're
doing this
request-
morning?
We're requesting a preliminary exam.
Are we looking for a live exam date or a Zoom exam date?
A live exam, Judge.
Okay,
Our live exam date is in fact June 30th at 1 p.m.
What date was that, Your Honor?
June the 30th.
Okay, thank you.
and Mr. Noakes? Did you get discovery? We just sent it to you.
Let me just check.
One.
I haven't
Yes, ma'am.
received it yet. But I'm sure I'll receive it for June 30th.
Yep. There is a video too, and since this is an older case, it wasn't uploaded, so I got to figure out how to work that.
We'll set the exam, a live exam on June 30th, 2021 at 1 p.m. The defendant's bond with any conditions will continue. Ms. Gillis, anything else in this matter?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Noakes, anything else in this matter?
No, Your Honor.
We're all set. Have a good afternoon. Mr. McEwen, see you in June.
Thank you. See you then.
Thank you.
And I'll contact you well before then, Mr. McEwen.
And now we really are done until 10:30.
All right, Your Honor.
Okay.
For
see you in a
real
little
this time.
bit.
Gonna sign off and have a couple.
Hi, Mr. Noakes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, is this Mr. Moss?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Noakes, do you need to go in a breakout room or are you all set?
No, I'll need a breakout room.
Okay, I'll do that right now for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Moss, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
All right, hold on. Hi, Detective. Good morning. It's Mary Ann. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How about yourself?
I'm well, thank you.
Good, good.
Sun is shining.
Yes, it is. The thaw is here, right?
Yeah, right.
At least for the time being.
Right. Yeah, let's not go there. Hey, are you here on Jeffrey Moss?
I am.
Okay. Jane is here, and the attorney and the defendant are in a breakout room.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks.
Great. Thank you.
I just said, where'd Jane go? Yeah, they're back. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
I accidentally pressed the wrong button. I went into a breakout room and then I left. Just took a little break.
Ms. Gillis, can we go into a breakout room together to discuss the case of Mr. Mullins?
Sure, the OIC's on. Do you want him too? Or just us?
Not right now.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Just the two of us.
Detective, just hang tight.
Will do. Thank you.
I'm waiting for a room, Mr. Noakes.
Did you get it, Jane? Did you get the invitation yet?
Oh, there it is.
Okay. Mr. Noakes, did you get yours?
Can I speak with Detective Nays in a breakout room?
Yep, I'll do that right now.
Thanks.
Yep. Mr. Noakes, don't go anywhere. If it asks you, don't go anywhere.
I won't.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Noakes, one count of false pretenses, 200 to 1,000. Did you get that?
Yes. And are we doing a sentence agreement? Probation? He ain't
Well, let's
going
just
anywhere.
we could just do a sentence agreement, you know, like 60 days or something like that, concurrent with his time right now.
Perfect. Sounds good. Let me get back in a room with
You got to
him
get
and
closer to your microphone, Mr. Noakes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get back in the room with him and I'll discuss it.
Okay, great. Detective Noakes, do you know what he's in MDOC for right now?
Hey, Jane, did you cross Noakes and detective at the same?
No, what's he in the MDOC for right now, Mr. Noakes?
Conspiracy in a criminal enterprise.
Oh yeah, that's a long time. Okay, is he gonna take that deal?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. They can tell the judge.
Good morning.
Morning.
This is 194789 FY State of Michigan versus Jeffrey Prince Moss. Your appearances, please.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
May it please this honorable court, William Noakes, P42796 of the Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit on behalf of Mr. Moss.
This matter is scheduled for arraignment and for PCC this morning. As to the arraignment, Mr. Noakes.
Your Honor, my client stands mute, and I would ask that you enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
Thank you, sir. And as for the PCC?
My client has been made an offer by the prosecutor and intends to accept it. All I need now is a copy of the plea form.
Do you want me to make a plea form, or is it because he's an MDOC, can't
I
sign?
mean,
Nobody
we
can
can,
sign.
yeah,
I think he can just raise his hand and we can make a factual basis, Your Honor. I have offered to drop count 1 and 2 and add a count 3 of false pretenses 200 to 1,000, which is a 1-year misdemeanor. And
And I believe there was a sentence agreement of 60 days to run concurrent with his present sentence.
that's correct, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Ms. Gillis, there was something in the background. You were saying you're adding count 3 of?
False pretenses 200 to 1,000. And that's a 1-year misdemeanor.
Mr. Moss, would you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You can put your hand down. Were you able to hear the prosecutor and your attorney this morning?
Yes, I heard everything.
And you heard the plea offer of the people that they will add count 3 false pretenses 200 to 1,000 and dismiss counts 1 and 2, count 1 being financial transaction device, possession of fraudulent one, and count two, financial transaction device, possession of fraudulent one.
Yes.
And it's your desire to accept the offer of the people this morning and plead guilty to the added count 3.
Your Honor,
Yes.
okay. I just want to be clear that there was a sentence agreement of 60 days.
I was going to say next. Thank you, Mr. Noakes.
Thank
Do
you,
you want to lay the factual basis for the plea before we get to the sentencing?
Want
me to do it, or-
things to do that.
Ms. Gillis, I'm sorry.
Okay, I can do it if you want.
Thank you.
Mr. Moss, on the date of October 30th, 2009, in the city of Romulus at the Detroit Metro Airport Hertz rental car, did you in fact try to obtain rental of a car using someone else's name and card?
Yes.
Okay. And you knew you didn't have the right to do that, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Mr. Noakes?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
And the sentence agreement was that there'd be 60 days to be served concurrently with his current incarceration at MDOC?
Correct.
That's correct.
Was there anything else? Any other agreement between the parties?
Nope.
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Moss, you said that you did in fact wish to accept the offer of the people and that you do in fact plead guilty to count 3 false pretenses, $200 to $1,000?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding that this plea is being voluntarily given?
Yes.
You haven't been threatened in any way to get you to plead guilty to the added count 3?
No.
You understand you won't have any trial in this matter? You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses or present testimony or evidence on your own behalf?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea. Thank you for the factual basis, Ms. Gillis. The sentence will be 60 days to run concurrent with his current sentence. There's no matter of restitution or anything?
Detective, I don't think so. I don't think he actually got the car.
Correct, he did not.
Yeah.
So,
Nope, no restitution.
My only question, and I still see Heather on here, any mandatory state costs? I'm not getting any immediate response from Heather, but if there's anything else that we need to address, I'm sure I'll be made aware of it.
Have a seat. You gotta stay seated.
No fines or costs. Okay, so there's just the 60 days to run concurrent. Anything else in this matter, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Anything else in this matter, Mr. Noakes?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you for your patience this morning. Mr. Moss, have a good day. Thank you for joining us, Detective.
thank you, ma'am.
You too.
Okay, stay seated.
Ms. Gillis, I think we're all set until 11:30.
Perfect.
For real this time. Okay, thank you much.
And Your Honor, do you require me to be here for anything else?
I don't believe so. Thank you, Mr. Noakes.
Well, thank you. I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.